call them shady. I got too much on her face, so please don't try to me. I got too much on her face, so please don't try to me. I got a for the look, already got good. I got a team full of and really gotta look crazy. I put in a cup, yeah, but that's my baby. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be supposed to say it, I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA. I might go MIA. MIA. I might go MIA. I got what you want, what you need.
Good evening from Oakland, California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you think of this building, Oracle Arena. Vince Carter won the dunk contest here. The Warriors... The Los Angeles Clippers control the tap. Beverly to George. It's good.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
To Curry. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Paul George. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm his team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to George. Willie Cauley-Stein able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Thompson can't connect.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Draymond Green sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Curry buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Russell to Green. Clippers have it. And the finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Curry. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Thompson with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard against the former Cougar. Screen coming. Paul George, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Curry into the front court. His team up by 1. Warriors come away with it. To Thompson. And count the basket inside. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. George sizing up Draymond Green. To Williams. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely, but everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named 6th Man of the Year, and that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Draymond Green will go to the line to shoot 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Draymond Green has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's LA Clippers ball. Patrick Beverly. 2 of 4 now.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Curry with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. A shot no good by Green. The follow won't go either. Paul George to Leonard. Screen coming. George, he was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Long key from 3/4 court. Shot from 3/4 court is good. He buries it. Who does this guy think he is? Few would take it. He drills it. And that's how the first quarter comes to an end. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Williams into the front court. They trail by 2. Whoa, what a finish. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Livingston to Alec Burks. Nothing going here on that. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Team foul number 1.
George buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Green to Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's now 4 for 6.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for 3s, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there. So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Tough make through traffic.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. George to Williams. Beverley. Shot won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
From the painted area, won't go down. There you go. Way to stay with it. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the 2nd quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Golden State.
Short jumper misses. To Thompson. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. To Williams. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Harkless. Tough matchup with Draymond Green. Willie Cauley-Stein pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Curry.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
D'Angelo Russell. Can't connect. It's no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Williams across the timeline. Trailing by 11.
1 minute in the 2nd quarter.
Here comes the screen. Gets a look. Can't hit. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. scores from the post.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup. Paul George, 4-2, just not going down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Green. Draymond Green. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
It's Steph for 2. Can't connect.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Time expires to end the first half. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
They slacked off last year. They were 29-12 at home. Now, that's a pretty amazing record at home, but let me tell you why they slacked off. The 3 years prior to that combined, they were 114-9. I think we're going to see that Golden State Warrior team from those years instead of the one from last year.
To Paul George. Paul George. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Draymond Green against Paul George. Oh, that's 3 seconds. Paul George, and a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Leonard. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To George. Beverly. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Curry can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Shot from the lane won't go. Paul George fires. Not that time. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Up by 6. Clippers have the basketball. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Curry. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
George on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Terrific vision and finishes. Draymond takes it out on the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
To Paul George. Beverly. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
PG lets it fly. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Missed the foul shot. To Alec Burks. Kawhi Leonard swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really have more pressure.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard, 4 out of 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Green. Goes to lay it in. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Draymond Green. Kevon Looney tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Williams. Great dish to set it up. Rocking the rim. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Draymond Green. Huge block. It's Golden State basketball.
Pick up, match up.
You're on the island now.
Got it. So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Oh, emphatic slam. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Warriors with the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They trail to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Basket's good on the follow.
3 points. 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 3 points
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Ball. Strong finish for Paul George.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Alec Burks. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost me, it will.
Will size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Williams, his group now down